What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I'll be showing you guys the best console aim sensitivity settings, and this should work for any console platforms, Xbox, for, and the game has been released like a week and a half from the day you're watching this video. RoCo company is made by people at Harris and Firewatch. They really made a good game. They also made Paladins Realm Royale. So that was all for the introduction. Let's jump right into the controller settings. Here we're not gonna touch anything with mouse, so we're jumping right here. Horizontal and vertical controller sensitivity. Also note that when you're doing this sensitivity changes, you have to get the horizontal and vertical the same. You don't want it to be like this. Like some games this work, but this is not the type of game where you want it to be different. The range of settings or options you want to have is anywhere between 5 and 9. That's the best setting you could start with, trying to find out your own main sensitivity, because I play on a normal controller with a control freak. You might be playing with a Razer, or you might be using different controller with different stick tensions. So to find yours, I would suggest anywhere between 5 and 6. This is the same to every other settings. This is the same thing. You have to find your own perfect settings and stick with it. Don't keep changing it like I usually do. Alright, I'm getting sidelined. And for ADS sensitivity, you want to have it around 55. You don't want it to go too low, like 30, 40s. You don't want to go too high, like 70s. You don't want to do that. Anywhere around 55 helps. I would say 50 is the starting point. And now for the acceleration boost, this is personal. Again, you can be anywhere between 4% and all the way 9% like I did. You can go 10. I wouldn't suggest going beyond 10. Kind of messes up with your aim overall. So this acceleration boost have something to do. It kind of messes up the other settings, so you have to match it to your liking. So you won't go wrong having a number around 5, but 9 was suitable for me. Yeah, so that's for the acceleration boost. Now multiplier, you don't want to have your multiplier too high, even though there is an option for you to go crazy high. This is really high number. Like you might be surprised that I used to run at 10, but when you put the multiplier all the way high, it becomes crazier, right? So you don't want to have that. Alright, you want to have something low, like 1.15. I have mine at 1.15 because my vertical and horizontal is high, and my horizontal ADS and vertical ADS is fairly high. Okay, so I have this number low, the multiplier low, so I can gradually increase or multiply my acceleration boost, which is here, right? This number is how much you multiply this number, so they both depend on each other. Alright, moving on. ADS mode, you want to have this by default on hold. Scope sensitivity, this is for characters like Saint and Phantom, which have scoped rifle and a sniper. Saint, the medic, and the sniper. There are 2 guns that have scoped, the both primary and secondary. You can customize or change the scope, but hopefully maybe in future you could. But it's pretty good gun if you get used to it and play around with the settings. It's not that hard to use. Alright, moving on. We have inverted x-axis. We have inverted y-axis. That's off by default. Vibration should be off. It's personal, but I think you should turn it off because it kind of messes up with my aim a little bit. So much crazy thing going on. Your controls vibrating. You kind of panic a little bit. So this is just good way of turning it off. It will be a good way. And another thing is reloading traction button. I got it on press. You can have it like hold to reload and hold to interact. Having a press is just easy. You could make the reload like hold, because hold time is not that much, and maybe that could be better because you don't want to accidentally interact while you want to reload because it's the same button. So I suggest either going the first 2, or if you have different bindings, you go to the third one. This is a little bit advanced, but to be safe, just go for the middle one. Alright, slightly better than the first one. For hold time, you want to have it 0.2. You don't want to have it low. You don't want to have it. Pretty much having it low is just like tapping at this point. But 0.2, it doesn't feel like tapping. You kind of have to hold it. Alright, double press, the same thing, 0.2 seconds. Hold to crouch, this is all default. Hold to sprint. Yeah, hold to sprint. Hold to crouch is off by default, so you should keep that. It's personal again. Hold to sprint, it was on, I turned it off, and instead of the sprint button, I got different bindings for it. And this is completely a separate video that I'll be doing if you guys are interested on my bindings. It's a little bit advanced, but I'll go through the thought process and everything. So I got my hold to sprint off. You don't have to unbind the button for sprinting, because if you want to sprint at instant, you kind of need that button right there available at the time of need, I guess. Auto sprint is off by default. I got it on. You don't have to unbind the sprint. You can just turn it on and then have the sprint button there. So when you panic sprint, the option is right there. Or you can just turn it off. And if you're those sneaky people that have dead silence perk, I don't know the name, but it's like dead silence perk, and just love to just sneak around and turn it off. If you're just aggressive, holding W, just turn it on, I guess. So yep, so that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like this video, I'll be releasing more settings and guide videos for this game. It's fairly new. This game is really cool, very enjoyable, and I really like it. And I hope you like the aim settings that I gave. Hopefully it benefited you out. Just know that there's no such thing as a perfect aim. It all comes with practice, no matter what aim sensitivity you guys play on. So with that being said, guys, like, share, and subscribe. We'll be producing more content like this if you enjoy this one. If you guys have any question, please drop it down below in the comments, and I'll be there, and I'll be sure to answer every single one. Thank you, guys.